What's up, Game Changing Podcast lovers? You're back. I'm back. Sorry, I've been out for 2 weeks. Been really busy, but this week is the best week in sports, and there's no denying that. You got 8 days of straight madness. Saturday, this past Saturday, it spans 8 days. It takes two. You had the Final Four, one good game, one bad game. The Baylor game wasn't that good of a game, but it was a big win for Baylor. Congrats to them. The UCLA game, what a finish. What a buzzer beater by Gonzaga. Jalen Suggs is the man. I was rooting for UCLA. You win some, you lose some, right? But I still need Baylor to win tonight. And then we got Baylor Gonzaga tonight. Huge game. It's going to be big. I'm actually filming this before the National Championship, even though it's going on at halftime, even though you're going to be watching this at halftime. So my pick's Baylor, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. This is a serious week for me as a golf fan and any golf fans out there. This is Masters Week, and Masters Week is bigger than any other week in the entire year. For us golf fans. And the Masters is different than most sports because everybody watches the Masters. I was talking to somebody the other day. The Masters is like the Derby. People that don't watch horse racing watch the Derby. People that don't watch golf watch the Masters. You look at like the NBA Finals, MLB playoffs, the Stanley Cup. I don't watch hockey, and I don't watch the Stanley Cup. The NBA, you have some non-basketball fans, but not a lot that don't watch the NBA. In MLB, if they're not baseball fans, they're not watching it. It's just, they just don't. But the Masters, everybody watches the Masters. It's like a rite of passage. You have to watch the Masters. Not only is the Masters back, but that means CBS is back for golf. I don't know about you all, but Jim Nantz and Nick Faldo, there's just something about them being in the booth that makes me just a little happier than Dan Hicks and Paul Azinger. Don't get me wrong, Zinger's great. But he's not Nick Faldo, and Dan Hicks is definitely not Jim Nantz. Jim Nantz is the face of sports. He is the greatest announcer of all time, and that will never be debated ever. Mark my words right now. He did both Final Four games today. He's got a national championship tonight, and he has the Masters this week. Biggest week for him ever, right? All right. Let's get into the Masters because this is just quick little Masters preview. My pick is Spieth. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's hard to win 2 weeks in a row." Well, that's bullcrap. Gary Player did it a couple times. It's been done before, and it will be done again. And Spieth's going to do it this week. He won last week at the Valero Texas Open in his home state. He's back. He's feeling good. He's been playing well for a long time now. Everybody knows his great track record at Augusta. It's nearly perfect. He's won there. He's gotten second a couple times. He gets a top 10 basically every time he's there if he doesn't win. And his odds this week are 10-1. DJ's a favorite at 9-1. Dustin Johnson. My point is this: Spieth's hot, and when he's hot, he's better than basically anybody in the game. The only player that's better when they're hot is Rory McIlroy. That's another big storyline I want to go into this week. Rory McIlroy. Sorry, my computer's not only cracked, but now it's trying to send me some Adobe Flash something. I don't know. This just needs to get fixed. My computer's terrible. Shout out Apple. Rory McIlroy. He's going for the career Grand Slam. Will he get it? A lot of people thought that this year may be the year, and I don't know why anybody's thinking that. He's played horrible. He hasn't had that good of a year. He's not hot. No, I don't think this is the year, and I don't think there ever will be a year. I do not think that Rory McIlroy, bold take of the day, I do not think that Rory McIlroy will ever win the Masters. Do I think he'll win another major? Yes. Do I think he'll win multiple more majors? Yes. Do I think he'll win a Masters? No. His game, he doesn't putt well enough. You have to putt well to win at the Masters. And he just doesn't. You can't bomb it over trees. I mean, you can, it helps. But you have to putt well to win at Augusta. The greens are so sloped. The greens are so fast. Trust me, I've been there. I putted on 18. Drive Shin Putt Finals 2017. Booyah. Let's go. Fastest greens I've ever been on. Most slope greens I've ever been on. They are brutal. And Rory McIlroy just simply cannot putt well enough to get the job done at Augusta. Other storylines this week. I mean, this is just quick Masters preview for just golf lovers. It makes me so excited this week. I can't tell you how excited I am. Like the Masters, you just get another feeling. You know, like you're so excited, you're so anxious, you're so like nervous, but it's like an exciting nervous. Like that's how I feel. I'm even talking faster in this podcast, this quick little maybe 10-minute max episode about the Masters because I love the Masters so much, and I'm in school and I'll be watching it. This is our second Masters in 6 months. Never been done before. We're in unprecedented times. And while it's in April, we are still in unprecedented times because the Masters happened 6 months ago. This is fresh. This is really fresh. And I'm wondering if Augusta is going to be as pure as it is every spring because they had it 6 months ago. You know, usually they tear the whole golf course up. And I'm not sure that they did that this year. They didn't have the time. I watched the Augusta National Women's Amateur the other day, and Augusta looks as pure as ever. And then I watched the Drive Shin Putt Finals on Sunday, and it looks as pure as ever. So I'm not worried about it. But it will be interesting to see if the golf course plays a little differently this year than it has in previous years. Dustin Johnson, 9-1 favorite. He's not going to win 2 in 6 months. That's just not going to happen. So I don't like that. JT at 10-1. I do like this pick. JT's hot. He just won the Players. My only concern is he just won the Players. So is he like you can take this both ways. He's not due, but he's also hot. So he could win another big event. And I mean, that'd be 2 huge events within the span of a month. Spieth, 10-1, my pick. He's going to win back-to-back. It's going to be huge. Everybody's going to go nuts. Everybody at Augusta loves him. Everybody in Texas loves him. Everybody around the world loves him. When Spieth plays better, the game is better. When he was in contention at Pebble Beach, CBS hadn't had that high of ratings in forever. So, and back to the CBS point. I mean, they went away about a month ago or 3 weeks ago because they focus on basketball towards the end of the basketball season and championship games and stuff. NBC, it's just not CBS. It's just not the same. I don't know how to describe it to you. All right. Jon Rahm's 12-1. Jon Rahm has a new lucky charm. Congratulations to him and his wife on having their first child. And Jon Rahm actually tweeted out a couple weeks ago, there's a chance, I'm paraphrasing here, there's a chance that my wife could go into labor while I'm at the Masters and I'll just leave. And that was interesting to me because some guys I feel like would say, screw it. My wife, she's in good hands. I'm going to finish the Masters. But no, Jon Rahm, great husband, great guy. Just had a kid, congrats to them. Some people play better, some people play a lot worse when big, significant things happen in their life. Jordan Spieth, ever since he got engaged in 2017, he hadn't won until just now. There's been several situations like that. I don't think Rahm will win, but I do think it'll be interesting to see how well he plays, if he's a little distracted, if he's worried about the kid throwing up or something like that. My dark horse this week is Gary Woodland. He just got 6th. I think tied 6th at the Valero, Texas thing. He's 125-1. Like that's a serious dark horse, and he's playing well. He plays well in majors. Everybody knows that. He's got the game. His putting and chipping is finally good enough now to where he can win. He showed that at the U.S. Open when he won that. So I think Gary Woodland is a guy you watch out for. I already talked about McIlroy, DeChambeau. Or is it DeChambeau or DeChambeau? Please comment below if you know the real answer here. He's interesting. He won the U.S. Open. He won the Arnold Palmer. That's right, and ate gummies and chocolate milk when he was done. Is he 5 or is he 30? Or what is he, 27 or something, 28? So I don't know. He acts more like a 5-year-old most of the time, but he's great for the game. The little, the up, when he hit the bomb drive, he had a drive of like 370, and he put his arms up, going crazy. He's fun to watch. He's good for the game. He's growing the game. But I don't think he will win a Masters. Not the way he's playing right now. He's hitting the driver good, but it's not as dialed as it needs to be. He's still trying to bomb it, and at Augusta, you don't need to bomb it. You need to putt well. And while his putting is the most underrated value of his game, and nobody talks about it, but his putting's better than his driving. The reason he's doing well is because he's putting so well. He's driving well. That helps, but it's not like he's putting wedges. He's not a good wedge player. He's not putting his wedges real close. It's because he's putting well. That's why he's doing well. Nobody seems to believe that. So DeChambeau will be interesting. I don't think he gets it done this week because I think he's gonna do something stupid, trying to be too aggressive somewhere. I remember last year they were talking about on 12 or 13, excuse me. He was gonna hit it over to 14 tee and then cut over instead of most guys just draw it around. So we'll see what he does. He always talks a big talk, and sometimes he pulls it off. Like he's done it before, but he doesn't always. Another guy I'm really interested to see, this is my last quick point preview, Tyler Strafacci. He's the U.S. Am champ, and I don't know how many of you all watched that Am at Bandon Dunes, but it was incredible, and this kid can play. I don't think he's going to win, but he's an amateur in the field that I think could really make a statement and show a lot of people what he's capable of. I think it'll be interesting to see how he does and how he handles the pressure of Augusta, the pressure of the Masters. He definitely handled it in the U.S. Open very, very well. Of course, he did get a little lucky, and I'll insert the video here of another player's caddy actually touched the sand and lost that kid the match. I'll show you. I'll insert the video here at the end, but Tyler Strafacci is a name you should watch out for. So, recap. Spieth's going to win. Gary Woodland's dark horse that I think you should look out for. Also, quick, Patrick Cantlay. He could get it done this week. Tyler Strafacci you should watch out for. Just as an Am. Sometimes Ams don't do great, but I think this one could. Jon Rahm, congrats to him for having a kid. And Rory will not compete the Grand Slam this week, and I just explained everything why. This is the greatest week in sports. I love the Masters. The Masters loves you. Have a good day.